Power Packs, our educational video series. I'm Rachel, and today I'm here with Alex Guyot from Tesa Tape to talk about splicing tapes. Hi, Alex. Can you tell us a little bit about your company and your position there?
Hi, Rachel. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Alex Guyot. I'm the Application Solution Engineer for the Print and Packaging Solutions team at Tesa Tape. At Tesa, we're an adhesive solutions provider that focuses on sustainable options that improve the work, lives, and products of our customers. And we've been doing it for over 125 years.
Wow, you guys have been around for a while. Let's jump into talking about splicing tapes. I know there are a lot of options when choosing the correct splicing tape. How would you best select the tape?
Yeah, there are a lot of options when we're talking about splicing tape, but what we like to look at Tesa is our magic circle of splicing. So this initially breaks down your splicing into three main elements. The first is, what is the splice application? Is it a static splice where the machine is stopped, or a flying splice, which is automatic? Is it double-sided, single-sided? Then we look at the web material itself. Are we talking about paper or film? If it's film, what kind of film? Are there any slip agents that might prevent adhesion or make it difficult? And then what's the thickness of our material, right? Am I dealing with something really thick or thin, like a foil that needs a special consideration? And then lastly, I'm going to look at the customer process, right? So this is things specific to what's going on with them. How is the condition of the machinery? Is the timing on the flying splice unit, good, or is it maybe a little slow? Are there any heat requirements? Am I drying the material? Is it going through some sort of lamination process? And then what's my web tension? Is it pretty standard, or am I dealing with a thicker gauge material that's providing a lot of tension? So we look at all of that to make decisions. So we have a range of adhesives available to us, optimized first for the material that it's going to be adhering to. So we have tapes for paper, films, high slip films, and then I'm going to look at what's the heat requirement. So do I need to marry those two up together? Then I'm going to look at the width of the tape that I need. Can I use a narrower tape, or do I need something a little wider to help maybe compensate for a hard to stick to material or timing on the machinery not being perfect? And then last, I'm going to look at the backing of the tape. Can I use a paper backing, which is great for hand tearability, or do I need to use a film backing to provide extra strength in those high web tension situations?
Wow, there's a lot to go into choosing the right tape. If you could recommend one thing to improve efficiency of splices, especially at high speeds, what would you recommend?
Yeah, when we talk about high speed splicing, it's all about keeping up with the machine and making sure that every splice hits. So I would really recommend looking at a splittable tape. We call those easy splice tapes. These tapes replace like a traditional splicing on your flying splice side, which might use tabs or glue or some other complicated pattern to hold that top sheet down. What this does is it uses a single piece of tape applied straight across the web that provides all of that functionality. So it holds the top sheet down, but also releases when the splice is made. What we find is that this is faster and easier to apply so that you can keep up with those changeovers, but it also leads to much more reliable splicing, so you have less downtime and less waste from missed splices.
Do you have any tips while using this splittable tape?
Yeah, absolutely. So while it is a really easy tape to use, there are a couple things to keep in mind. The first one is we call it straight line splicing, but we actually recommend applying it at a slight angle, about 5 to 10 degrees. Next, pressure is really important. All of these tapes are pressure sensitive, but when you want the tape to split, it's really important that you make sure you apply good, even pressure all the way across the web. We recommend using a tool like a squeegee or even the back of your knife to make sure that you get that pressure. And then lastly, we recommend taking care or using a tool when you're cutting the tape so that you don't inadvertently pre-split that splitting strip. So this may mean using a knife or scissors for a filmic tape, or using the squeegee to tear against with a paperback tape.
Very interesting. Thanks, Alex, for teaching us about splicing tapes today. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for future Power Packs. We hope you gained valuable insights from today's video.
For more in-depth videos and updates, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on LinkedIn.
Be sure to comment below if there are any topics you'd like us to cover in the future.
Happy converting and keep practicing your craft. Thank you.